Hello, welcome to PatioKidsDirect.com. Today we're going to go over a solid / lattice combo patio cover. Some customers want a portion of their house to be full shade and a second portion of their house to maybe let in a little bit of light. So we can provide a custom quote based on your needs, but we need to go over those dimensions and what is needed in order to quote you accurately. So we're going to go ahead and think about this and divide it in half, okay? So the first number that we need is total shade portion, being projection. That could be attached to the wall, coming to the total shade. Or again, if you have an eave or fascia mount, you'll want to measure from that point going outwards to the total shade. The black line represents the 3x8 beam. The 3x8 beam will be shared across the entire combo cover. The white dots represent post being in the left-hand corner and the right-hand corner. Depending on the size of the combo cover, we will tell you how many posts go in between. So again, let's just go over the solid portion. We'll get to the lattice and go over how to turn this in accurately. So projection, again, being the total shade coming away from the house or the structure. Even freestanding structures, to that note, can carry a combination cover, but please refer to our freestanding instructions and how to measure on another video. So being that this is attached to the house, the projection is the first number, the length is from the left to right. We will also want to pay attention to the setbacks and the set in, setback being the total shade, and then the setback to the beam and the post represented with a black line and the white dots, and then the set in can be 1 foot to 18 inches over in the corner. Now that we've determined the solid portion, let's jump over to the lattice portion. Think of it as its own cover, okay? So we will need to know, again, the projection times the length. And then also what you want to keep in mind is when you measure out your solid portion, okay, as a representation, let's use a 10-foot projection. 10-foot projection on the solid portion is the total shade. You want the lattice portion to be overproduced by 1 foot, the rafters to be overproduced by 1 foot. So if you said 10 foot of shade on the solid portion, you would want to tell us the lattice portion, the rafters, 11. And let me explain why. On the solid cover, again, we're going off of total shade. Solid covers come with decorative end caps, false rafter tails, also known as. This doesn't count into the shade portion, but aesthetically, if this was a 10-foot projection, with the tails, it would look like 11 foot. The idea would be that you would want the rafters to line up in sequence all the way from left to right. That's why we overproduce, or you want to measure your rafters being 1 foot longer than the total shade portion of the solid. Over to the right hand side, you will see some more diagrams. These are the size of the lattice tubes that we sell. The standard being a 2x2 lattice tube with a 2-inch spacing. You can upgrade to a 2x3 also with a 2-inch spacing, and then a 1.5-inch lattice tube. But again, 2x2 is our standard. So once we have all these dimensions in place, you can either turn it in, going over what we talked about. Some customers, homeowners, contractors decide to do a drawing or a sketch and send it in to one of our sales reps, as it might give a clearer picture of what's really going on or what's desired for your project. We thank you for your time today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us at 888-851-8351, and we thank you for visiting PatioKidsDirect.com.